right, Andy Cottrell here with Season Your Day with Davy and Andy, and guess what? Davy's not here. Now, in all honesty, that bastard is in Jamaica with his family having a great time, and he earned it. So, all right, our last project is the trains through Helena. If you don't know Helena very well, there are 9 train crossings that go right through the center of Helena. So the first one being Carter Street on the very east, all the way to Joslyn Street to the very west. That's a 4-mile distance in between, 9 crossings. Only 3 of those are an underpass or an overpass. So you have a pretty good chance of getting stopped by a train if you're going through Helena. Now, it's not the train people's fault. They're working very hard, those men and women, to put goods across the country. And sometimes they got to change tracks, and sometimes they got to change personnel. And when trains stop in the middle of Helena, that's what's happening. So give them a break. They're good peeps. Looks like there's a BNSF, Burlington Northern Santa Fe, and a Montana Rail Link sort of relationship that run trains in and out of this city. So Davy and I decided we were going to have a little breakfast, a little yum breakfast in what's called the 6th Ward. And that's down by the old train depot. And that's where all the trains change tracks, add cars, and do all that sort of stuff. So we tried to get in there and get some information, but boy, those train people are tight-lipped. But we did get a good breakfast, good lunch, and learned a little bit about the train tracks. So hang in, you're going to love it. The train depot where all of the railroad people gather and switch trains is located in the 6th Ward in Helena. Now, in the 6th Ward is a really, really cool breakfast and lunch place and bakery called Vanilla Bean. And of course, Davy and I had to get in there and get some yummy treats before we headed down and get information from the train people. But just take a look at this place. Look how cool it is. And we ask anybody, you want a good cup of coffee, some yummy food, this is a really, really cool place to go. Okay, here we go.
What are we doing today, Davy?
We are going down to the train depot.
And we're going to find out where and when these trains come from and why they're blocking up traffic all the time. All right, so we're going to go get some answers at the train depot, hopefully, and figure out when and where these trains come through town.
First stop, the Carter Street crossing. Okay, so I'm standing at the Carter Drive crossing. And of course, as you can see, it's not a viaduct. You gotta go over the tracks. This train right here just went by and put a line of traffic that goes almost down to Old Airport Road. To the north of the tracks, you have industrial places, you have distributorships, you have contractors, plumbers. It's very, very industrial. To the south, you have Walmart, you have chain restaurants, the ice arena, and all that. So this route is heavily used. But as you can see, we got some waiting down there, and we got some waiting over here. Again, I'm at Carter Drive. This is the eastmost crossing without a viaduct. Oh, big guy. All aboard. We're headed to the I-15 crossing.
This is where all the magic happens. As you see right there, there's a long train coming into the station. Look at that. All this beautiful street art on there. People from DC, Baltimore, probably from Florida, Texas. The thing is that even though this train could be an inconvenience, this is the lifeblood of Helena. And I think it's beautiful, very beautiful. And what you're seeing right here is Highway 15. This is the interstate right here. And this is one of the ways that you can get around that train that comes through town. This is a bridge. Last Chance Gulch is a bridge. And Henderson, it goes right under. It's amazing how all of this is orchestrated. And hopefully we can get a couple more bridges or tunnels. Awesome.
Next stop, North Roberts Crossing.
And what Andy was just telling me is that a lot of train enthusiasts, they like to sit in their cars and they like to watch the trains go by. Trains are cool.
Choo choo! We're headed to the North Montana Ave crossing.
I'm at North Montana right now, and right down the way, that's the train depot. Not to be mistaken with Home Depot, but the first day I moved here, the train stopped. And it stopped for a long time, and it kept going forward, and then it moved backwards. And I was here for like 20 minutes. But now they got these new type of trains called super trains, and they're over 2 miles long. So when you wake up in the morning and you're traveling down North Montana, go get yourself a coffee and some patience, because you're gonna need it.
So because trains travel right through the center of Helena, they make lots of noise, not only going up and down the track, but those horns. So there's one thing that Helena did a few years ago. They put in the right crossings so they could eliminate the horn activity in town. So there's no more train horns in Helena anymore. So nice for all the residents. Everybody get ready for the National Ave crossing. So we're at the National Ave crossing, small road that connects Last Chance Gulch and Lyndale. And we might have a crossing at this point. And actually have a crossing. Don't we there, Davey?
Yes, we do. Even going. False alarm.
That's false alarm. We just had a false alarm, folks. The old National Avenue crossing. But this is another one of those that is not a viaduct. You don't go under or over this. You have to stop and wait. So if you take National Avenue, you might expect to stop for a train. Next stop, North Last Chance Gulch crossing.
We are under the bridge here at North Last Chance Gulch. And I have to tell you, it's pretty beautiful down here. Not too many people see what's going on down here, but the trains usually do come down this way. Well, actually they do. Right over here is east, and back over there is west. And as you see, the viaduct here, this bridge here, protects us from the wrath of the long train. So if you're ever in traffic and the train stops, just come on this bridge. Just go down this street, Last Chance Gulch, and you don't have to wait for a train. That makes your day way easier. "20 minutes due west." That's awesome. Where it's coming from. Right here, such beautiful views. But right down here, that's where the train comes. And if you don't take North Last Chance Gulch, then the freeway back there, or the interstate. But right here, this is a time saver right here. Man, Montana is just so dang beautiful. Amazing. Amazing! They have this gate here to stop people from jumping on the train. In the Wild Wild West days, people used to jump from these type of bridges, huh? Oh yeah. Got a train coming. Like I said, 20 minutes due west. Whoa, there's one coming right there too. Planes, trains, and automobiles.
All aboard for the North Benton crossing.
Oh, it's Davy Montana here, and today we're talking about trains and stuff.
Okay, I'm at the Benton Avenue crossing. This also goes across the tracks. There's no viaduct, no bridge, no tunnel, nothing. So you're gonna stop here and you're gonna stop here for a while because the trains move in and out of Helena at a very slow rate. And now that they have those mega super trains, it's gonna take even longer. So think about the route you're gonna take from work, from your lunch, whatever it may be. Now the nice thing about this crossing is it's surrounded by some cool stuff. We got Batch Field, 4 softball fields right there, Bill Roberts Golf Course, one of the public courses here in Helena, and Carroll College. The nice thing about Benton, I know at least on the Lyndale side, is when you turn and you start to come down Benton, there are lights that tell you that the train's going through, so you can, at that point, take another route. Henderson Street, our next stop.
Me and Davy walking down the street together. We're just two normal, everyday, average guys. Just a squirrel trying to get a nut in this cold, cold world.
So we are walking to the Henderson one.
Yeah. So this is the only under.
The only under in the city is right here. And it's 14 feet flat. So you got a big trailer, you got to find somewhere else to go.
You gotta back that truck up out of here, boy.
And there's a cool trail that goes from Lewis and Clark Brewery all the way out to the west part of town by Spring Meadow Lake. And it basically follows the train tracks. It's a bike and walking path, as you can see on the sign up here.
Look at this, man. This is awesome.
It's amazing how the trains, as heavy as they are, actually don't crumble this metal. It's a little bit sketchy to me.
How much do those train weigh? Tons.
Yeah,
Tons. All of that weight is being held down by a bunch of stacked metal. Crazy. This is Henderson Overpass. The train chugs its way right along these tracks, and right here under this bridge is where the magic happens. These are one of 3 spots that you can get to without even having to wait for the train. And this is amazing. Whoever did this is a feat of engineering. As you see up there, all of this heavy weight is being held by wood and metal. How cool is that? That is awesome. 14 and 6 inches, you're not getting under here, so don't even try. I mean, you could try putting Vaseline on the top of your truck, but it's still not gonna get through. That 14 feet, that's a firm 14 feet, okay? So don't even try it. But if you want a quick way to get to work or around town without having to wait for the train, this is it, baby. This is it.
And our last stop, the Joslin Crossing. Okay, we are at the Joslin Crossing. This is the most west crossing in the city. Now, when we started on Carter Drive. From Carter, as the crow flies, to Joslin, which is Carter's the furthest east, Joslin is the furthest west. You got 4 miles. In between there, a bunch of crossings that we've shown you. Real funny one about this, as soon as it leaves Helena going west, it goes smack darn through the middle of Green Meadow Country Club. On number 9, you can stand on the tee box with the train 20 feet away going 45 miles an hour by you when you're trying to tee off. That's pretty fun. So what do you do after a long day of spotting and chasing trains? You nourish yourself.
I'm hungry, famished, starved. What else do you want me to say? Want me to eat that mic?
You can't eat the mic, but we are at the Brew House right here in Helena, right across from Carroll College campus. Great place to eat. So we're gonna order up and away we go. Love you guys.
Love you. Peace.